Good morning to all of you. In this session, we are going to discuss Order 14 of the CPC. It is nothing but issues, settlement of issues. Actually, what they say, settlement of issues and determination of the suit, non-appearance on the issues of law. Normally, it is heading like that, but normally people will get confused. What is this issue? What is the difference between charge and issue? Of course, we do not go to CRPC. There we call it as charge. Here you call it as issue. Of course, it is a simple order containing 7 rules, and let us discuss them in brief here. First of all, what is an issue? So normally, issue means the dispute, the bone of contention. The bone of contention, what is the issue? So the court has to actually settle the issue. The court has framed the issue. The court has actually to observe, definitely to go through the pleadings, settlement of issues will be there. So normally, according to section 26 CPC, somebody files a suit, institutes the civil route which contain the pleadings. In the pleadings, definitely the pleadings contain so and so such and thing happen. Basing on that, the issues have to be framed. Likewise, after that, normally during the 16, order 16, order 15, yes, we pose for certain interrogatories. So interrogatories also have to be answered. At the time also, basing on interrogatories also, certain times the issues have to be framed. Basing on the counterclaim, yes, issues have to be framed. Basing on the notice in reply, yes. So basing on the pleadings, interrogatories, notice, and some documents, definitely the issues have to frame. Please remember, issues means the core dispute. So there are 2 types of issues of fact and issues of law. Normally, the court will think in the terms of law. Issue of law will be first decided, then comes to the fact of issue of fact. So that's why judgment and decree, section 33 CPC says about the judgment and decree. That means if the issue of fact is decided, the judgment will come. Issue of law, how much of amount he has to give, that is on the decree, right? So these 2 types of issues are there. Issue of fact. Fact, you may be knowing, according to section 3 of the Indian Evidence Act. What is fact? Fact means anything, any state of things, any relation of things capable of being perceived by the senses, right? And now, simple case, I will give simple example I will give. Suppose A took money from B, took an amount of rupees 10 lakhs from B and executed a pro note, stating that he will repay back the same as to order or when he demands. Of course, so A did not pay. Now B has filed a civil suit before the court. Of course, pecuniary jurisdiction also he has found and he has filed a case. Now the court has to frame the issues. Let us know what are the issues. According to, first of all, they will decide the issue of law. Legally, they have to decide whether it is a legally enforceable debt or not. Suppose if he has taken money for gaming, for racing, not allowed. It's not a legally enforceable debt. For his family necessities, okay. For his business purpose, okay. And second, whether it is barred by law, that means whether the suit is filed within the limitation period or after the limitation period. That's also the court has to take. Legally enforceable within the period of law, and whether this document, valid document, whether the promissory note is valid or not. Like that, these are the issues of law. And they will also say no, whether it is properly produced, whether it is filed in the pecuniary jurisdiction court or not. You may be knowing JCJ 20 lakhs, senior civil judge 50 lakhs, more than that district court. Like that, whether it is filed in JCJ court or not. These are all the issues of law. And what are the issues of fact? The fact is whether A has taken money from B or not. So for this, whether there are any witnesses or not. Normally we file 2 witnesses. Whether there are any scribe or the defendant himself has written the same, yes, they will see. Whether the promissory note is in the pro forma or in a writing, whatever it is, it will say. Like if it is a mortgage, whether it is a registered mortgage or unregistered mortgage, whether it is a partition, so the registered partition, unregistered partition, settlement issue like that, all these things they will look into the matter and ultimately they will decide. So they will frame the issues like that. The decision will also be like this. So issue of fact, after examining the witnesses, if the court comes to the conclusion that A has taken money from B, yes, A will be convicted, judgment. Then decree, how much amount of he has to pay, that will be in the shape of decree. So this is regarding the issues. So please remember there are two issues. So issue of fact and also issue of law, right? Please remember when the issue, suppose if both persons come to the court or they through their lawyers comes to the court, and when the court asks A, did you take money from B? If he says yes, then there are no issues. So please remember, if both parties agree, there are no issues. For this, please remember, one should contest, other should defend. So a material proportion of fact is affirmed by one party and denied by the other party. So that means the plaintiff must allege to show his right to sue. Defendant must allege to continue his defense. These things are more important. So the court shall ascertain the issues of law, of fact, and also after the examination of the parties, sometimes they can frame the issues. Right? Please remember here, if there are several issues, the judgment should be delivered on all the issues. But here, please remember the important case law. So the issues should not complicate. Please remember, the issues should not complicate. In the famous case of, not this case, I will tell you, Anil Kumar versus Devendra Kumar and others, 2019, right? On 21/5/2019, Justice Rajiv Sahai, Endla, his name is Rajiv Sahai Endla, he held that general and omnibus issues framed, they will defeat the whole purpose. So don't frame the general issues, right? And omnibus, number of issues. So here the plaintiff, Mr. Anil Kumar, has instituted the civil suit, number 1, for partition of several immovable properties, not one, several immovable properties. Then permanent injunction against the defendant Devendra Kumar from alienating, encumbering or parting with the possession of the said properties. And also recovery of mean profits. You may be knowing mean profits are the profits obtained by the defendant illegally by occupying this land. And lastly, of course, in these normally they will put, but here the properties are located at different places, and of course, since as per section 18, 19, she has got right, if the jurisdiction is not known, if it is in different areas, he can file it, no problem. But by filing the same, now the problem is when the issues are framed, the parties do not know what to prove and what they can lead evidence, and it results in the parties failing to prove or disprove in support of their case. The confused stage, it will definitely lead to problems, right? Please remember, so this is an important case. So the court may frame the issues according to Rule 3 on the allegations made by the parties or on the pleadings or the contents of the documents by the parties. At times, according to Rule 4, court may examine some witnesses or peruse the document before framing of the issues also. And Rule 5 says the power to strike out or to power amending the pleadings or amending the issues are there with the court even before passing the decree. Please remember. So, of course, if the court is satisfied by the paper or the argument, then no issues, then definitely they can give the judgment also. So, this is an important issue regarding issues. So, please remember, issues are basically the core disputes between the parties, and the court has to frame the issues. Of course, you are also competent to represent your issues, then the court may add them also. Right? With this, we'll stop. Thank you.